the cheek kind of guy. I get that.
Right.
But you gotta have more than two cheeks in this business.
Right.
It's tough.
Now, it is the end of an era for rock fans in the Chicago area. 97.9 WLUP, better known as The Loop, has been sold to a Christian broadcaster. Now, the deal is worth a reported $21.5 million. Well, new at 5 tonight, Eyewitness News reporter John Garcia here with reaction from former personalities on The Loop. And John, it is a station some of us listened to while growing up right here in Chicago.
Including both of us, Cheryl.
Yeah.
There is probably no more iconic radio brand in Chicago than The Loop. The station in its prime attracted huge audiences of young people, and it has endured more than 4 decades until today.
The studio is empty tonight. Automated rock and roll plays for a couple more days, but the people who made up Chicago's iconic rock radio station are packing up and leaving the building.
The Loop got sold to a Christian. It's going to turn into a Christian station.
Meantime, down the hall, one of the legendary voices of The Loop in its heyday, Steve Dahl, is on the air at WLS AM.
From the moment I got to town, that's the station I wanted to be on, and that's the station that made me what I am today.
Dahl says one of his favorite memories of his time at The Loop was the legendary disco demolition night at the old Comiskey Park in 1979. Chaos ensued after they blew up disco records on the field, forcing the Sox to cancel the second game of their doubleheader.
It took the Loop to bring down disco, and God to bring down the Loop.
That's because The Loop is being sold to a Christian music station, which will operate as a not-for-profit. It will be called K-Love. But memories of the iconic Loop brand
Not-for-profit.
and catchy advertising campaigns linger.
If you grew up in Chicago in the 70s and 80s, the Loop was part of the fabric of what defined you. You know, you listened to the Loop or you weren't hip.
Nearly every kid had at least one Loop t-shirt.
The end of The Loop is a huge topic of conversation on the radio today.
I grew up listening to The Loop. I grew up working at The Loop. It was my first radio job, and I was shocked. I think there are a lot of people that are going to be disappointed. It was in our hearts, our souls.
Well, Loop is still playing music without DJs for the rest of the week. The new Christian station, though, expected to start on Saturday morning.
I remember the day I worked at Comiskey Park, the night they blew up all the records.
Oh, my gosh.
Wow.
What a great night.
I know, lots of memories at The Loop. All right, John,
Well,
thank you
remember
for that.
Hey, it's Red Rocker Sammy Hagar here. In Chicago, baby, there's only one way to rock. 97.9 The Loop. There's only one way to rock.
97.9 The Loop rocks Chicago. Non-stop rock. 10 in a row. Only on The Loop. 97.9 The Loop, where Chicago rocks.
The Loop was once synonymous with Chicago. We intend to make it that way again. We're putting the band back together, and we need as many backup singers as possible. You are about to be a part of the greatest movement in radio history, along with some of the biggest names from The Loop's history. Their stories, memories, and ideas for The Loop will be shared here. Join the Loop Nation and help save The Loop. Otherwise, don't come crying to us when you hear
Don't stop, make it pop.
on The Loop.
Don't go
Whoa, cut that short. Good morning, kids. Welcome to another exciting episode of the original Red Pill Show, comrade. Today is Van Halen Friday, February. 2 is February, Tim. February 7th, 2020. This show, for entertainment and educational purposes only, please use at your own risk. This show, copyrighted by me. No part of it can be reused, rebroadcasted in any way, shape, or form without my written consent. Or you can just ask. I really could give a crap. See, I didn't swear. In my iPad. Of course it didn't work. Wake up. There you go. Wake up, you. Nope, still not working. Just one time. Please. Okay. I wish it would work. This show is opinionated. The host especially. Callers, guests, which we will have today. The co-host, Melissa, people that naughty in the chat room will and always will be, thank God, opinionated under no circumstances whatsoever. Should opinions be taken as advice? If you are seeking professional advice, we strongly encourage you to hire a license if required. Yes, person in his or her field there, old Tommy. Hey, man. No. That's his name. Broadcasting live from the wonderful state of Colorado, Cation, from the lovely little town of Loveland, Colorado, where it's just gorgeous. How are you today? Wake up. Where's the rooster? Wake up. We have an interview today. Yes. And we're going to go in for a job interview. So I need all of your support and confidence that I'm going to do good and I'm going to get the job. Wait, not that type of interview. No. It's a guest interview. Are you ready, Freddie? I'm eating my breakfast and having my coffee, and these glasses keep fogging up, which is nothing more than Girl Scout peanut butter cookies. Yum. And we're going to talk about health and fitness today. How do you like that shit? So here we go. All right, well, what time is it? Sorry. Anna's going to call him in 3 minutes. You want to call him, Melissa, if this thing even works? Let's find out. I think I just missed your call. All right, hang on. Of course, we have to open it and close it again. This is so stupid. I didn't hear it. I didn't see it. It wasn't me. I didn't do it. It's a nobody guy. All right, try it again. Third time's a charm, man. I've missed 19 calls. I believe it. Go ahead and call in. La, 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 la. I think, is it working? Hello? I need a new system. This is ridiculous. Hello?
Hey, third time's a charm.
You know what? I got everything set up. I hope Skype isn't like that, but I tested Skype for Anna, so we'll see. We'll see if that works.
Test it real quick?
Yeah, if you want. Why not? I'd rather find out now than with her calling in. She'll get pissed, and I would too, so.
Especially getting up this early. Well, she gets up really early.
Oh, yeah, no, she's got a class going on right now. It's a class I used to go to.
Oh.
So.
Yeah.
She's up at 4 or 3, I think.
Ew.
Yeah.
Ew.
Yeah, that's what I said when I had to do it.
Okay.
Mhm.
Come on now. There it is.
Oh, man, it is hotter than shit in here. I just turned my heat
I'm
off.
sitting under my electric blanket.
Now, I am just so hot. Well, I got a shower, and then, of course, it brings up my body temperature, and I'm drinking coffee. I just turned my thermostat down. It's just too hot in here.
Okay, so I'm ringing.
It's ringing. It's such bullshit. Because I tried it. I may have to call her. I told her this may happen. Oh, there you are. Hello?
Okay.
What? You calling again? How many times are you going to call?
It's got a bit of a delay.
Yeah, go
'Cause
figure.
it rang for quite a bit.
Well, it is the internet, but whatever. Okay, so she should, well, it's 6:15, so she's usually pretty timely.
Yay.
So I will leave Skype open so I hear it in my headphone. Actually, everybody hears it.
Yeah, I could hear it on the...
Yeah, there's
Oh, well, no, I heard it on the phone. I don't have the phone.
Oh, did you? Yeah, there's no Q switch. Well, you had the line tied up. Let's see what happens. I told her, like I said, whoop, I think that's her. Not you, right? Hello?
Hey,
Good morning.
how are you?
I'm wonderful. How are you?
Hanging in there. It's snowing like crazy here.
Oh, is it? I haven't even looked outside yet.
Is it
No.
snowing?
It's not
Good morning, by the way.
I was going to get to introductions. Anna, this is Melissa, my co-host and part owner of this network. So you really got to kiss her ass and be nice to her. Otherwise, I'll get in trouble.
Okay, I suppose.
So just tell her she's beautiful. She's not fat, and she's just amazing. So
She's
Yeah,
perfect.
unfortunately, I would know you're lying if you did that.
So it's nice to hear, though, isn't it?
Yes, it is.
Okay, so we haven't done this in a while. Of course, this is Anna Hernandez Barbary, right?
Yes.
I never call you by your last name. And she is owner and operator of Magic Fitness located in Loveland, Colorado. I have your card here. I picked it up last night, actually. You just say it. What's your address? I can't even read that. Sorry.
329 3rd Street, East 3rd in Loveland.
Great. Yes.
And it's Fitness Magic, not Magic Fitness.
Did I say that? Did I screw up already?
But we are magical, so either way, it's okay.
Fitness Magic. I like it the other way. Can you change it?
Magic Fitness. Yeah, I'll just get on that.
Go through all that wonderful. Oh, but by the way, so Melissa's a business owner. You two will have something in common right off the bat. She's a female business owner. You are all the happy joy things that goes along with that. So you guys will. I kind of have a feeling this is what's going to happen. I'm going to get this going, and I'm just going to sit back and listen to you to talk. I guess I should.
I don't think I could hear her. Is she there?
Yeah, can you hear her?
Can you hear me?
I hear nothing.
Fuck.
You broke it.
Why is that happening? That doesn't make any sense.
We need to switch over to the Zoom.
I don't know, but I hear only you.
Oh no.
Man.
Oh, she's so
That
upset.
bites.
I hear her, and see, now I hear both of you in my headphones. Well, I'm not translating things. That's for damn sure. So
I know. You're the mediator. If we start arguing, that could get interesting.
I wonder if I could do this over my phone. Hang on a minute.
We need to get you set up on the Zoom so we can do this better.
Yeah, she's saying we got to fix this. Let me try this. Let me call you on my phone, and I just put my phone into this mixer. Nothing can ever go smooth, especially technically here. It just fucking sucks. Sorry.
Yeah, that's why I got out of
least
that
it's not
whole
the
desk
website.
job business.
Yeah. All right, do me a favor, Anna. Hang up, and I'll call you on my cell phone, and let's try it that way.
Okay.
All right?
Okay.
Okay,
Bye-bye.
thanks. Okay, bye. Well, that was a quick interview. Fuck.
Right?
Yeah, I'm not doing it like this, and I mean, this is just ridiculous. But you can hear her, right?
Yeah, I could hear her just fine.
Yeah, let me try this. I'll just do this on my phone.
Yeah, we need to get you set up on the Zoom. We can actually have multiple people on
Right.
with the Zoom.
Fuck, it's hot and fuck.
And eventually I'll get a cam, and then I'll show my face.
That sucks. Why wouldn't that work, man? I don't want to try to figure it out because my head will be into that. Being a technician and like, no, I'm going to fix it. It's like, well, it's not the time right now. So tell me if you can hear her or not. I'm going to call her right now. Tell me if you can hear anything, let alone, are you doing an international number? No. The fuck?
Who said that?
The fucking phone.
You know what?
What, can you hear that?
Probably had something weird going. I hear the ringing.
Okay, good. Let's see what happens.
Hello?
Hello?
Hi.
Can you hear me now?
Can you hear her?
No.
Shit!
What did you do?
Obviously nothing. I just called you on my phone and plugged the jack into the phone so it could go through the computer. But she still can't hear you.
Do you know how to do three-way calling on your phone?
Do I know how to do three-way calling? No, never done a three-way anything. How do you do that?
I don't know, actually.
Yeah, I can try
I don't
that.
know how to use my cell phone.
Oh, well, I thought you were going to tell me what to do. You don't know how to do it either? How would I do that?
No.
One-way
No,
video.
Scarlett always does our three-ways. She leads our three-ways when we have them.
Add a call. Here, hang on a minute. Stupid ass. It says right there. All right, Melissa. What? See, now I can't get to your... I need your cell phone. You want to text it to me?
Here, hang on.
Yeah, but then it's just going to say... Yeah, but text it to me. So then let's try that. Then that's the last effort I'm going to do because I'm getting pissed. Sorry, Anna. I thought it was going to work. It's like, why? I've never done this before, by the way. That's why. With 3 people. So
Ooh.
So you're the first.
New experiences.
It's my first threesome.
I'll never forget.
We had a threesome on air last night, too.
Really? How did they get that to work?
Well, they use the Zoom.
Well, what's Zoom? I don't even know what the hell that is. Did you text me your number yet?
Yes.
Sorry. I didn't get it. Oh, there it is. Well, by the time we figure this out, it'll be 7 o'clock.
We'll get this. It'll work first try. Watch.
I don't know why it wouldn't, because now I'm going all through the cell phone, so you're probably gonna have to hang up on me. So if it rings, hang up on me.
It's a different zone.
What's that? Oh, it's a different. Well,
It's my
still
other
hang
phone.
up on me if this all works, because I'm sure something weird's gonna happen because it already has. Let's try this. Okay, add call. Ready?
Yes.
Keep your fingers crossed.
Okay. I'm ready. Yay!
Okay, answer it.
Good morning. Can you hear me now?
Yeah, see, we got the echo, so they're good. Now the echo should be gone. Now talk.
Can you hear me now?
Yes. Can you hear her, Anna? To hang up on Anna?
I think you gotta do.
No, do I got to add her? Merge. Hang on. Okay, hang on. Hello? Hello?
I'm here.
Are you both there?
Hey.
Oh my gosh, there you are.
Yay, I did it. I get an A for the day. Yay. Jesus
Sorry
Christ.
for this nonsense.
I'm just all stressed out from that shit, so I'm done. The show's over. Fuck that stuff. Sorry.
I'm great. How are you?
I'm doing great. How about you?
Hanging in there. It's awfully cold here.
Is it snowing there already?
Yeah, well, it's off and on, but
snowing
there's
here.
already plows and everything, and I didn't have to go to class this morning, so I'm wide awake. I didn't get to yell at anybody. So you're next up?
Nice.
Oh, yell at Tim.
I do. It comes naturally.
Yeah, because I show up late and
Cool.
I don't wear a coat to class, so I hear it every
Oh
time.
my gosh, this guy. And then he goes and wears the competitor shirt to my gym.
Oh,
It's
Wow.
a bullseye for his chest.
Okay, it's pick. You guys gonna pick on me? I'm gonna quit.
Yep. No, you can't. It's called going through you. So.
Loser. Yeah. No. Yeah, that's true. I can't hang up. All right. So this is Ana Hernandez Barbary. She's the owner of I want to call it Magic Fitness. Fitness Magic.
Fitness Magic.
In Loveland, Colorado. Just a wonderful, cute little town. You have, what are your certifications? And I seen them hanging on a wall. Just really quick. We've done this before, but I've seen them, so it's all legit in the whole 9 yards.
Okay. Gosh. Well, I'm a NASA certified personal trainer. I also am certified in several classes, like group fitness classes, spin, body pump, Pilates. Just whenever I can take something, if I have the time or money, I go ahead and take it. Right now, I'm studying to get certified in nutrition to be a nutrition coach.
Cool.
So just step by step, all kinds of fun stuff.
Awesome. Okay, yeah, and she's one hell of a coach. I've been saying nothing but good things about you. So, right, Melissa?
You better.
Oh, Jesus.
Oh, yeah.
Good, okay.
I'm excited.
Wow.
I wish if my daughter was still in Denver, she'd already be in your class.
Awesome. Good. Well, spread the word.
Okay, so here's
That's what we plan to do.
here. Yeah, we'll get to that. Here's my rules on my interviews, and there isn't any. So I don't have a script. Melissa may have some questions that she's written down. I don't know. She's all excited about this stuff, so that's great. And I'm gonna make a prediction here. I'll probably just sit back and listen to you two, and that's fine. However it goes, it goes. But there's no steering. You want to promote your business, you want to do whatever you do, I don't care. It's wide open. You can say whatever you want. Don't worry about offending people, because I've done that. Actually, I did that yesterday. But you really can't help what happens. So that's the platform or whatever, the agenda. We got to get off around 7:15, 7:30, whatever. The time goes pretty fast. I'm just going to warn you. And that's it. But we want to talk about health and fitness. And I know this is going to go down the road of the female part, because it just has to. Most of your clientele on it is female. Both of you are female. I'm not female, at least physically. Sometimes I think I am mentally, but we'll get into that stuff later. Right, Melissa?
That's another discussion.
Such a girl.
That is a total another discussion.
Stop it, bitch. I'm trying to do my show. Okay, so that's what we're pretty much going to talk about. So
Right on.
I don't know, Anna, again, if you want to, how you want to start this. I always like starting it chronologically, how you got into it briefly, Reader's Digest version, where you were, where you've been, where you're headed. And I'll just add this too, that for some reason, when we worked out almost coming up on a year ago already, when you decided to go off on your own, working out in that park, always pops in my head. I don't know why, but I'll never forget that. I don't know why. That's just something. Maybe that's my special moment. I don't know, but it was so much fun, and it just showed to me the business capability and thinking out of the box that you had. Because when you decide to go into business, there's no turning back, and both of you can relate to that.
Mm-hmm.
So if you want to start how you got into this and blah 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 blah, and then what pushed you, because this is going to be a multifaceted interview, because there's a lot of people that are always on the edge of like, you know what, fuck all this stuff. I don't like how I'm being treated. I don't get any respect. Then I feel like I'm threatened because who I'm working for is looking at me and I'm a threat. And they don't want to listen. And I've been through all this shit. Maybe you two have. And it's like, you know what, I need the push just to go off on my own and do that.
All right. Oh, so you want me to just start from the beginning?
Yeah, start from the beginning. Yeah, because I want you to be a inspiration to people too. Not to mention, we'll get into because like I said, this is going to go to a point where you two are just going to be talking, and that's fine. But I want it to. If it don't, then fine. But I want people to be inspired by and motivated by your experience and knowledge and your motivation. And I think I told you this in class. I told this to Melissa that I have inspired, or this show has inspired people to get off their ass, start taking care of themselves. And that was my cousin. He was over 300 pounds and he's lost like 50, 60 pounds already. And that was a month ago when he told me this.
Jeez. That's
Yeah.
a person.
Pardon?
That's like a small person that he lost. Like, just
Yeah, I was
think
going to
about
say 300. Yeah, go ahead.
yeah, reality. That's a lot to lose. That's awesome.
Isn't that great though? Just by me doing a stupid show and trying to have fun and whatever. And then, yeah, he called me one day and he goes, because he's a farmer in Iowa, so I'm sure he has a lot. Not that they don't work hard, but when you're sitting in a combine or whatever you're doing, I mean, what are you gonna do? And I'm just imagining that's probably when he's listening to the show, and it resonated with him. And it's like, you know what? He's a little older than me. He's probably 58, maybe 59 or something like that. But yeah, I mean, he admitted he was out of shape, and we're not getting any younger. And if we don't start watching our health and our medical, like higher blood pressure, hypertension, this and that, cholesterol levels and all that kind of crap, and we're getting fat, I'll just say it is what it is. I think we better do something about it, because we don't want to go into an early grave because we're not taking care of ourselves. So,
All right.
So, but yeah, start from the beginning. Start from the beginning.
Okay. Way back when I was a kid, I loved sports. Just loved it. I love competing. I'm very competitive. Loved all that. But, life kind of gets a hold of you. I had kids and everything and gained a bunch of weight. So I knew I needed to get in shape, but didn't really know how, and got a gym membership and fancy key tag to a place that I knew nothing about. I didn't know what I was going to do. I didn't know how I was going to do it. It was
Whoops.
isolated powerlifting per muscle group, choreographed to music. It's kick-ass. It gets every muscle group done.
Cool.
1 hour, So I fell in love with that, and then kind of got critical because I went to it a lot, and I thought that some of the instructors weren't putting enough into their class and helping people just with passion. So a friend of mine made me put my money where my mouth is, and I went and got that certificate to get to instruct that, and that was kind of where it all started. I loved it. I love instructing people. I love working with people. I love showing them how awesome they are and how strong they really are. I think women, we're not very self-confident. We tend to like droop in and kind of cover up all our beautiful features. And I think that you just have to find the right way to do it. So I don't know. I just love working with people. I love helping them. That's really kind of where I go with that. I don't know. I'm real competitive. What else do you need to know? I have so many details that I don't even know where to start.
But that's where you got it.
Well,
Yeah, go ahead, Melissa.
Mhm.
So here, go ahead, Melissa. Go.
Oh, no, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna. I forgot what the fuck I was gonna say now. No, that's what, because you're reflecting and looking back, and how you got to where you are. And right now, I'm going through that pretty much way back to high school with my book, and how my life got pretty much ruined, and not blaming on other people, but how it became unraveled to this point. And it's amazing when you really got to go back and reflect, and then put it down and write about it. I mean, all this stuff just comes flying into your head, and it sounds like that's what you just experienced.
Mm-hmm. Oh yeah. I mean, it's like, where do I start? There's
Right.
so many things, so many avenues I could go down,
Right.
when it comes to fitness.
Well, what do you hang on, Melissa, and then I'll shut up. She can answer this. Sorry. Don't forget what you're going to ask. How did you get to the point where, I want to take care of myself. I want to be physical. Because here's the thing. I think the biggest challenge for people, male or female, is just getting the motivation to, get up at 4 a.m. I think you're getting up at 3 a.m. And then getting there and doing it and sustaining with it. Because I'll say this, when I finally can motivate myself and I get to the gym or I get to boxing class or whatever, I have never said to myself after I'm done working out, well, gee, that sucked. I really shouldn't have came.
Mm-hmm. That's how it should be.
Right. But how did you That's my motivation. How did you get? I'm eating Girl Scout cookies, by the way. This is my breakfast.
Where'd you get those? I want some.
They were.
I knew you were eating cookies.
They were. They were so sorry. They were selling them at Come and Go over here off of 34.
Yikes.
Couple with their daughter for Girl Scout Day or whatever.
Sucker.
I can't pass those up. So.
Well, see, and that's the thing is I love food. I love to eat. I grew up eating delicious Mexican food that my mom makes homemade every day. Tortillas. I mean, everything to me was fried. I didn't know how to use an oven by the time I moved out because we fried everything. So gaining weight is kind of natural in my family. So that's how we show love, is by feeding each other.
Right.
So I had to come up with a way to counter that because boy, do I love a lot of people because I got big. And I think the idea for me is the foundation is to find something that you love. I mean, you have to try different things when you're beginning your fitness avenue or your fitness journey. You have to try things and see what works for you, what you enjoy doing. If you hate it, if you dread going in there, you're not going to keep doing it. I mean, plain and simple, you're going to quit. And that's where I like to come in and help people find a way that they enjoy working out. They want to go. They fit it into their schedule. It just naturally flows with their day. And I think that's the key to staying fit and, staying on it, because consistency is really the key. And nothing happens fast. You don't gain the weight fast, so you're not going to lose the weight fast. And the media just beats us up with, you want to lose weight here, do this. You want to lose weight there, do that. No, it's not like that. You got to behave in all aspects, So that's where I'm at. What about Melissa?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, what was your quest? Tell me about your stuff. I'm curious what you want to know.
Well, okay, so I used to be very into free weight. I have fibromyalgia and I also have severe anxiety issues. So going to a gym is just not really an option. And Tim spoke about how the show has inspired other people. And the other night in one of our other show chats, I ended up pulling together a few ladies to start doing some belly dance workouts that I found on YouTube that I've used in the past.
That's great.
So all of us are overweight, obviously. Mine is from being on medications. Every time they put me on the meds, I put on like 60 pounds, 70 pounds, and it seems like it's just overnight. Mm-hmm. And then obviously getting the motivation back to get back into working out is really hard.
Right. I agree. It is. It's not fun to get up and throw those tight ass clothes on and go in there and sweat. But, that's why I say you have to either find a class like you did, belly dancing. I mean, whatever it is that gets you moving and burning calories. I mean, even if you start small, it doesn't matter. Just keep moving and work your way up. So belly dancing is great. I mean, I'm not one who can move my hips separate from my shoulders, so I have a hard time with that in Zumba. And I did get certified in Zumba thinking that it would teach me how to dance, and it did not. So there's some stuff that everybody likes and doesn't like, It's different for everybody. And once you find it and you network with people and you kind of hold each other accountable, then it works and you don't have to pay attention to it. You don't have to weigh yourself every day and watch because you're having fun. You have to forget that it's actually for that end result. You got to lose yourself in the process. And belly dancing, that sounds like something that anybody could, enjoy doing. You forget it's a workout.
You do. You kind of do. Or at least I do.
And that's what I love. And see, I think if you did free weights, if you find in your area, there's Les Mills puts out a whole bunch of classes. They all start with the word body. Most of them do. And they expect the highest. I mean, their instructors are the best of the best, and they have to pass a ton of qualifications to even be able to get in front of people to instruct. And I think body pump would be a good class for you. It's free weights. You do have a bar, and it's 5 minutes of isolated powerlifting. So it's not as much weight, but it is higher reps, and it's broken up into 5 minutes.
That's what I used to do.
Yeah, so it's perfect. I mean, you just burn, and it's all to music. You go with the flow. You knock the whole thing out in an hour, and you're set for the day.
Okay, so here's another good one, because you brought up the bad word, the scale.
Right.
What do you recommend? I'm just curious, because years ago I was taught that you don't pay attention to the scale, you pay attention to how your clothes fit, how you look in the mirror, things like that.
Right.
What's your opinion?
My opinion is throw your scale away. I really don't like them. I mean, it's a way that reminds you that it's a process to me. Like, if you feel good and your clothes are starting to, like you said, get to be a little bit bigger and you're enjoying what you're doing, why check on yourself every day? You're going to have good days and bad days. And women, we gain 3 or 4 pounds in a day and lose it in a day. So I don't think it's fair to be hard on ourselves and be looking at that. I think you just need to maybe do it once a month or once every now and then, because it's frustrating. You're never going to be happy with what's on that scale, ever. None of us are.
And I don't think it's a true representation of our weight, because we all carry it differently.
Yeah, and you gain weight wherever it chooses to go, and you lose weight the same way.
Right.
So it's just not fair. I mean, the whole thing is not fair. But you have to feel good. That's really what I'm about. You just got to feel good, enjoy your workout, and forget that it's a process to that end result.
Hey, Anna, are you walking around while you're talking, or are you sitting?
No, I am on my headphones, my iPhone headphones.
Yeah, because do you hear that, Melissa? She's like chopping, cutting in and out, or no?
Yeah, I thought it was probably just me.
Well, why don't I do
Here.
this?
You're good there. Whatever there, stay there. It's not. It's not.
Move.
It's like
Don't move.
Yeah, it's clipping.
Okay.
Don't move.
So
So yeah.
there you go.
So did you catch it all, or what do I?
Yeah. Oh yeah. No, I would have stopped it if
okay.
if we couldn't hear you. I would have stopped.
Oh,
I just didn't want to interrupt. So
Gotcha.
you're good now. Whatever you're doing now, that's perfect.
Okay.
And now you have your real isolation exercise of staying in the exact same position you're in.
Right.
Don't
just stay there.
Don't move.
Breathe.
Hopefully you're in plank position.
Yes, I'm always in a plank position. I could do a plank forever.
No shit. You could too. She ripped off like 20 fucking push-ups in 2 seconds. I'm like, what the fuck?
Okay, so you have to keep in mind, I don't know if Tim's ever told you, I am, and I don't really give this information away a lot, but I'm 4'11". I am probably one of the smallest people most people know, and doing a plank when you're short is awesome.
I am all of 5'2". So when he told me you were little like me, I just went through the roof. It's like
Awesome.
you're little, you're a woman, you're in a man's field. I adore you already.
Oh, awesome. Well, I love your opinion. You have great taste. Great taste.
Yeah, she's an ass kicker, but Anna's proportionate, so unless she's standing next to somebody, you can't really tell how tall or short she is or whatever. So.
And I'm loud as hell, so usually my attention or my vocal cords make up for my lack of height, for sure.
All right, real quick, I'm going to say this. You chopped again. If you do it again, are you on your Bluetooth? Is that what you said?
No, I'm on this headset. I piss off technology, just so you know. So
yeah,
whenever I'm involved, technology is going to hate it. Let's do this.
It's a Bluetooth thing. I can tell because you said that.
Well, it was the cord. I'm doing the old-fashioned cord thing. But I took it off. So is that better?
No, actually, it sounded better the other way. Fuck.
Are you kidding?
No. Didn't it, Melissa? Sounded better the other way.
She sounds She's coming
Okay.
through loud and clear for me.
Okay, that's fine. Don't pay any
So-
attention to me. I'm going to say this in the chat room. Anybody has any questions, please type them in there, and I'm paying attention to it, and I will ask them if you have any questions for Anna. Please ask. This is the time. So
It all has to do with fitness, though. No personal questions. That's weird.
Really? How many times a week do you have sex? Somebody said that. No, I'm just kidding.
Do I what?
Nothing.
Every day.
Every day. There you go. Whoa.
Get that
Okay.
stamina up, man. Get that
Yeah,
stamina up.
Right.
Cardio, yes.
Yeah.
All the
Okay.
time.
There you go. Okay. So, I don't know. Mostly you have to have a ton of questions, so keep going. I just hope this technical crap doesn't, because I just can't let this go with that chopping because it was getting irritating. So, but
So,
everything sounds good now.
I do have to get into the business side of things.
Okay.
Because I'm also in a male-dominated field, and
Who isn't?
I would love to hear what challenges you had with that.
Oh man. Well, I'm still having challenges. I'm, opening your own business is, I am the boss, which is great, but I'm also the janitor and the accountant and all that fun stuff. And it's hard to focus on where my heart's at and working out with people as well as doing all that other BS that comes with owning a business. And my job is to basically have fun, to try to get people to have fun. So it's hard to charge a lot of money to people when you're trying to talk them into having a good time and you're basically their counselor. But really what the key is to have a good, solid membership or foundation of people who support you and that you can go to if you need help and that sort of thing. I mean, I wouldn't have been able to do this without a few of my members that they pushed me to do it. They knew I could do it. They knew I wanted to and that it was my dream. And I looked and I tried. And, I started this business with literally $0. They came to me and they said they found a place, all this other stuff. So I went and looked thinking it was going to be, just no way. I was going to get my bubble bursted. I didn't want to get my hopes up. So, but I did went and looked to appease Cass at the where the studio is located, and turned out I trained the owners. I had already trained them earlier in the year, and I knew them.
Wow.
Yeah, it's so crazy. My story of how I started is just, it's amazing. It's like a dream come true because I really didn't expect it and I didn't plan it, but my people who supported me really did, because my previous employer, they just cut me loose one day because they thought of me as kind of a competitor, I guess. Like I was going to take business, but I was really bringing business in for them. So, I mean, to me, like, gym owners usually aren't in it because they love fitness. So I had to get into it. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, most of the ones that I've met, they want to make money, and they see that people are paying membership fees, but I mean, really, there's no overhead once you get the building set up with the equipment, unless you're paying instructors, which they don't get paid a lot, and they only work 1 hour. So, it's very, people want personal training. Business owners, or the owners of most gyms, really like to get the personal training money because you can keep track of it. It's bigger dollars at a time. Group fitness classes, which I specialize in, you don't see the money unless you just look at their membership fees monthly, because you don't charge for classes usually. So they don't understand. Like, and I don't know how they don't understand, because you see 30 people piling into one room. But I guess because they're not paying the individual personal training, they just don't value it as much as I think they should.
That's actually an interesting theory.
Yeah, if you think about anybody,
I've joined a few gyms.
Yeah.
And yeah, and they always offer the personal training when you go to the bigger ones, the name brand gyms.
Yep.
And which I never get, but
right, you get that first one, and it's a trainer who's like, great, it's their free one, they're like, blah, and you don't really learn a lot. So, and they're trying to sell you the big package. They want the high dollars, and so do I. believe me, right now as a business owner, yes, I would love it. But that's not what it's all about. I want to help people.
Do you have a website that
Yes.
we can share around?
Yep. It's fitnessmagic.fit.
Fitnessmagic.
And by the way, that's what Melissa. Tell her what you do, Melissa, just so she knows.
I've been an online operations manager for over 20 years.
Wow.
I build businesses online.
That's awesome. Boy, you just got like 5 notches cooler. On my coolometer. That's awesome. I love it. Too bad you don't live closer, though.
Oh, I know. And I used to live in Denver. I actually moved out here to Grand Junction like a year and a half ago.
I love Grand. In fact,
And,
I drove all the way to Grand Junction by myself from Loveland to take that body pump training I was talking about for 3 days. It was beautiful.
Oh, really?
I love Grand Junction. You're all. It rhymes with Schmold Smitness over there. Their big gym, the big box gym there, is beautiful. It's a beautiful gym. I trained there. I love it.
I'm going to have to check that out now.
And they're the ones that body
the
pump.
First thought, when you were talking about the body pump, the first thing that popped in my mind, in this small town, they aren't going to have that.
Oh, they do.
Well, surprise, surprise. Do you offer training online?
I have not dabbled in that yet. Like I say, I really piss off technology, so I'd have to get a whole bunch of help to do it. And right now my budget is barely affording toilet paper. But it's something I would like to definitely look into down the line. I mean, and I see how valuable it is, and I see how other people are doing it. It's just, I just haven't had the time or the money. You know how it is, life.
Yeah, I'm gonna interject here, but
but
hang on, go ahead.
Just like working out.
Go ahead. I'm sorry. Go
ahead.
No, because I didn't hear nothing you said. So, what did you say?
Oh, I just said that it's just like working out. There's always an excuse not to do it.
Exactly.
Well, yeah,
and boy, do I hear them.
Yeah.
Let me tell you, I've heard them all.
I have a headache. My dog ate my homework. It's snowing outside.
That's a good one, though.
Right. And usually they can't say it themselves. They usually have to text it to me or, email me or something because they don't want to admit it vocally because they know that I'm going to be like, really? But most people come up with.
That's where you use the guilt complex.
Yeah. Yep.
No.
Well, and right now too, it's like, gosh, you guys, you pushed me to do this, so
Yeah.
I
That's when
really need your membership.
That's when you charge them a late fee or fucking whatever, misclass fee, and when they show up, they do 20 push-ups. That's what you do. You don't.
Exactly, and everybody in the class gets to go, and like shake their head.
And if you really want to piss people off,
bad.
you would no. If you really want to piss people off, which I excel at, you make the whole class do push-ups if somebody misses a class.
Yeah.
Yeah. See, Anna's getting turned on here.
That's a whole different level.
Yeah. So that's what the military does, at least. That's what my son told me. But anyway, with the classes and online stuff, because online is so powerful, right, Melissa?
It is.
Okay. There is no reason in the world, and I'm going to hear this later, but from Anna. But I've been trying to tell you, pick up that fucking phone and throw this shit on Facebook Live. That doesn't cost you anything.
Right. And I need to put my face up there too. More.
Right.
I've seen how, because I film the classes as you guys are working, but but personal trainers are that way. They should be that way. We don't look inward. We're always looking outward. It's hard when you turn it around and look at me and I'm like, whoa. That's not,
well, yeah.
I'm not used to this. This is freaking me out a little bit.
Yeah, we had that discussion. I'm looking at myself here on YouTube because this is live on YouTube, and nobody, unless you're really an arrogant ass, doesn't really like hearing their own voice, in a tape recorder or whatever. So I get all that, but somebody like Melissa, and I'm sure there's countless people out there that are in her position, and we just want to make it a point that I don't think age, as long as a doctor says you can work out, you don't have any physical limitations or doctor's orders of what to do and what not to do, anybody can start doing this. And from Melissa's perspective, and she's just getting back into it, or for some people that never even really done it, and by the grace of God's with good genetics and everything else, they're just a sexy bitch no matter what they do. But if they want to get into this for healthful reasons, what would they do? Because a lot of people don't want to go to the gym because of the intimidation and that commercial we always talk about, for yeah.
For that one.
Yeah, for that
I
one.
hate. The way, oh my God, that spin instructor commercial that they do pisses me off every single time.
Right.
Like but anyway, yeah. So I understand. I really, really, really need to start that. I think that it would be beneficial.
And
definitely.
I'm sure the class wouldn't have a problem with it. And if you don't want to be the camera person, give the fucking phone to me. I'll do it. I mean, from start to finish, you're doing a class anyway. So why don't you just broadcast it and don't make it a big dissertation? Like, well, if I got to do these classes, then I got to do them professionally and I got to do them separate times and production. Fuck all that. There's nothing like live and real. And if you do it that way, and I'm not saying every class, I'm just saying once in a while, to get some viewers and some attraction, because people, like you said, and it just amazes me that a lot of women are just insecure like that. And let's just be honest. If you're not, that's fine. Because guys don't think that. Guys think women are this and that and everything else, and they're just, you got to come get me and chase me and blah 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 blah. And if there's some truth to that insecurity and stuff, then that means that they don't want to go out the door to go to a gym and have people look at them, especially when you're just starting out, because you look at some of these other hot, sexy bitches and they got a great ass and they're beautiful, whatever. It's like, I'm never going to look like that. So I think it's a transition, at least for women. Guys really, I don't think, care. Just going, I'm going to go work out, fuck you, leave me alone. And that's what guys do. Or they work out with somebody else and, look at me after a year or 2 or 5 years and they get some gains, and I'm the shit and you're not, and looking in the mirror and blah, 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 blah. So guys, I think, have easier mental challenge of overcoming that just going to the gym. But for women, it doesn't seem to be that way.
I don't know. Women get intimidated big time.
They get what?
They get intimidated.
There's a lot of people these days. That have anxiety issues, and like for me, I'm agoraphobic. I barely leave my house.
Right. Well, it sucks because you join the gym.
Would really benefit.
Right, and people don't want to think about what they're doing. They don't, like, I've given my classes a choice sometimes, and they look at me like, what the hell? I'll say, do you want to do crunches or push-ups right now? And they'll be like, we came to you for you to tell us what to do. We don't want to even decide. So I'm like, all right, crunches, whatever. So people, if you could go into autopilot when you work out too.
The hard stuff.
Yeah. Like, okay, fine. You want me to decide? You're doing burpees.
I'll make a decision? Fine, I'll work your butt.
That's right. And they know that. And they know that if they don't pick the right weight selection because they're going easy for the day, that if I walk past them and see that, I'm going to hold them accountable. I mean, I know how strong they are, and they're not giving themselves credit, or they just don't want to do the work. But they're in the building, so I'm going to push them to do it. But you're right. I mean, really, when I've had people come to me really hurt. Like one girl was crying one time. She's like, I have no idea what I'm doing. I don't know how much weight to lift. I got this fancy gym membership, but so what? I don't know what to do. And it costs money to find out, and I don't have any money. So, I mean, to start, if you do start in group fitness classes, I think that's a good place to start. And then you just work your way out of there, because then you have people around you to support you and you can ask questions, that sort of thing. But maybe like you said, a regular class online or on Facebook that people can kind of follow and see that it is real people in the class, not Barbie dolls and, 19-year-olds. It's people who are doing the same thing, fighting the same battle, living the same pain in the ass issues and having fun. That's the thing. That's where my pride is. That's why it's magical, because you have fun doing it.
Yeah, and you got to have fun doing it, because like you said, if you don't have fun doing it, you're going to let it go. You're not going to finish it.
Yeah, and even like working with a trainer, paying a trainer, that individual cost, if you resent that, you're not going to go. You're not going to continue it. And consistency in the long run is key. That's where some of the magic is too. And you give up. People give up right away. You get frustrated. You're sore. You're tired. And people give up too easy. But if they're having fun, they're like, oh my gosh, I was having so much fun in belly dancing. I can't hardly walk today. but we had a blast.
But oh man, it was fun.
Yeah, that's fitness magic right there. That's what I'm all about.
And I've I've witnessed that. I mean, people that have come in the fun and then the confidence that's been built up. Because there's mostly women there, but even what's his name yesterday, the kid that was at class.
Oh, Ethan, yeah.
Yeah, his confidence is building up, and he's what, 13 or 14 or?
Yeah, he's 13. So his confidence has. It's crazy to see how many people don't want to look at in a mirror. I mean, they don't even want to face a mirror when they work out. Yeah, that breaks my heart, and I know.
Mirrors in my house, except one in my bathroom.
No way. You should be able to. You come to my classes. Just get in here. Go over here. Because it shouldn't be like that. I mean, you should be proud of. It's yours. This is your body, yours. Like I tell women all the time, because their shoulders fall in. I'm like, shoulders back. Yeah, but my boobs. Well, I don't. You know what? They're your boobs. I can walk around with them. Hi. Just be proud of them. They're yours. Own it.
We're women. We all have them.
I know. And yours are nicer than mine. So freaking head high, man. That's what I always say. I mean, we don't realize how much we recluse because the world just beats us down. But really, I mean, nobody gives a shit. Like, we don't care what anybody else is doing. It's 5 seconds. If somebody thinks negative of it's 5 seconds of their life and your life. Just move on. And people need to realize that.
When others think about you, it ultimately has absolutely zero bearing on your life.
Exactly. Like one time I forgot my dress shoes because I used to be in property management prior to this, and I had to wear a suit and the whole bullshit thing, go in. I had to make people pay rent, so I'm used to making people pay me. I don't know why I'm not good at it. But one day I forgot my dress shoes. I had to wear my Nikes. I'm wearing a dress. And my friend's like, just own that shit. If you walk with confidence, other people are going to want to wear their Nikes when they wear a dress. You just have to rock it. And I was like, ding, a light bulb went on in my head. I was like, yeah, you're right. I do. That's it. I'm just going to own this shit. But I did go get my heels.
So what would you suggest for those that are starting out, because I know we got to wrap up here pretty quick. What would you suggest for those that are just starting out and trying to get back into it and keeping that motivation?
I would think first find somebody who you can partner up with. Usually if best friends or husband, wife, I do a bestie special at my place just because you can kind of work together to keep each other motivated, and don't commit to one thing right away. Dabble, play, go try different things, go do different classes, do a different workout, try running, just keep moving, keep trying new things. And once you find it, try it consistently for a little bit, see if it's something you enjoy and want to commit to, and then move forward. But start just dabbling, just play, just go out and have some fun. Figure out what works for you. Don't stay narrow-minded, I think, is where I think we lose a lot of people. Or when you get sore, you quit too. You got to tough through that. If you want results, it's gonna be a little sore. But really, I think don't jump into something and hate yourself a week later because you just got your ass kicked and you can't walk. Maybe start with a walk. Maybe start with a 30-minute walk every day, and then try something new, and then try something new. Because really, that's what I see a lot of, is like, they're like, I can't walk today, and now, I hate you for the rest of the day because you made me so sore, and then they don't want to come back. So if you start small and you don't hate it and you don't hate yourself for doing it, then I think you're going to have a better chance of liking what you do and making it something you're going to enjoy doing for a long time to get the results. And you have to be patient.
Okay, so what would you tell somebody who has had, their first couple of workouts and their entire body is hurting? How do you force yourself to continue?
See, and that's where the friend comes along. Or I would find somebody to kind of hold you a little accountable, like tell Maybe have your spouse
Guilt
say, hey, push
complex.
me. Yeah, like just push me a little. Because really, if you do, I mean, nothing motivates a teenager like embarrassment, right? Like my daughter's 14 and I tell her, I'm going to go to your school in hair curlers and a muumuu if you don't blah, blah, blah. And she'll listen like that. So if you tell somebody, you know, you're going to hold them accountable. Like I've even told people, if I don't do this right, put it on Facebook. And they're like, whoa, because you know, like there's that accountability and you want the rest of the world to see that you're actually still working versus, you know, oh, I'm going to secretly just duck out of this because it sucks. Well, I mean, you need a backup. You need a little bit of push.
Okay, so I told you at the beginning that I've gathered this little group of people, of women, and we're all in different places around the U.S. And we are actually trying to figure out that accountability thing and how to hold each other accountable. What would you suggest for workout buddies that aren't in the same place?
Well, like the account, maybe if you all get together at the same time, definitely if somebody ditched a workout, make them do 20 push-ups. Oh, you ditched last week? Here you go, 20 push-ups. We're all going to watch you. You know, or you quit this workout early, we'll go ahead and watch you finish. Yeah, I mean, really, I'm telling you, if you're alone and you're trying this whole thing by yourself, to me, I think it makes it so much harder. So having each other and working together, I think it's a great way to move forward, to progress together.
Yeah. Cool.
But like the online thing, I mean, I would think that you guys would need to get together. Like do you do visually online or do you guys film each other or how do you do it?
Well, we haven't started yet. This literally just came up the other night.
Oh, okay.
So I've still got to find my videos and everything to send to them, and so we're just now starting.
Well, and you know what? YouTube has anything. You can learn anything on YouTube.
That's actually where I found Nina and Vina are their
Nice.
names, and they do these incredible belly dance workouts, and I fell in love with them years ago, and I'm talking like back in like 2003.
Awesome. Well, it's way cooler than Zumba. I'm sorry. I'll do. I'm just not a Zumba person.
Zumba.
The whole you have to smile through the whole thing, and you're going here, going that. It's not for me. But it is for some people. If I was good at it, I would love it. But I get it. You got to, like I say, you're finding something that you're good at. But I would think that maybe each of you could. If you do a Facebook page together, since nobody else in the world can see it, each of you has to at least film 2 minutes of you doing the workout that you all agreed that you were going to do. Some proof that you did it.
That's a good idea.
Yeah, and everybody's into challenges right now.
Kind of a little online group.
Yeah, and then whoever does the most classes or whoever does the most this or that, wins your challenge that you guys are doing together. That's like a big thing right now is fitness challenge. So, like push-up challenge, do a different challenge once a week.
Wow.
Who can do the most push-ups?
You just gave me an idea for the whole network.
There you go.
Let's do a fitness challenge this year. Hey.
I do 3-month fitness challenges at my place. As soon as you join that month, you're right away entered into a fitness challenge, and we do measurements once a month. And for every 3 months, so it happens every month because people join every month, but in your third month, everybody else who joined in that month is in your challenge, and whoever has the best results gets their next 3 months free.
Oh, that's cool.
It gives you the accountability. It gives you the reason to keep coming in, and you have your picture up on the wall or your little info on the wall, and other people are looking at, oh, she went down by that. Whoa. And I don't put people's actual measurements on the wall. I would get beat up. I just put the percentage of body fat that they've lost or, gained or that sort of thing. And everybody's asking me, you're going to put my measurements on the wall? No, I'm not going to put how much you weigh on the wall. That would be horrible. But yeah, tastefully we do it like that. And, really, I should start a Facebook page for that too or something.
You know what? You and I should get together sometime.
Sure.
And we can talk about what you're doing, and maybe I can give you some side help and suggestions.
Yeah, and I would love to help you too.
That would be awesome.
I'll just come over.
Suggestions you might have.
Yeah. Well, no, I covered in the drive, and it was in October, so I had a blizzard on the way back from Grand Junction, and oh my God, it's a gorgeous drive, but not in the snow.
The only time I've driven across the mountain so far was at night.
Oh, so you missed it all. And that was my way up there, too. I missed everything. So when I got up in the morning in Grand Junction, I looked towards the mountain. I was like, what? I missed this? The drive up? It was dark. I didn't even know these mountains were right here.
Yeah, I drove a U-Haul dragging a car through the mountain at night.
Whoa, that takes some big old huevos, man. That's tough. You're already a rock star to me.
But I'm going to put all your information out,
awesome.
And hopefully we can drive some foot traffic to you.
Yes, I would love that. Right now, it's kind of I would have thought that at this time of year it'd be a little bit busier, but I've had a few injuries, not from my classes or anything. People have injured themselves outside of my gym, and they have had to take a break, or just a few different things where, members come and go, and I could use some good business, new business, so that'd be great.
Hey, Melissa, is it possible? Is it possible to throw a link or throw her info just on the network page, on my show page, just out of the kindness of your heart?
That's what I was planning to do, actually.
Awesome.
I'm actually planning to put it on the page, as well as share it out to all our social media.
And I need more.
And then you need to hold.
I'm going to do it kind of regular.
All right, hold me accountable, and I'll do at least one class on Facebook a week.
Oh, are you talking to me?
Cool.
For you guys.
Oh,
so that
okay.
way,
Yeah.
Melissa, you can see what we do, how I motivate, and people can see what the classes are all about and possibly take the class. Because shadow, you don't have to have a bagged box. You can shadow box.
Right.
That's cool.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's what we did at the park.
That really impressed me. That's something else that really impressed me about you when Tim started telling me about you, was the fact that most of your class is female.
Mm-hmm.
And I've got to tell you that what you are doing is so huge for women. It's so empowering. And because not only are they getting in shape, but they're actually learning how to defend themselves.
Right. Yeah. And they're building confidence. They'll have
It's just so huge.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I love it. I love to watch people blossom. I love it. I just love it. I love to watch people, a light come on, and they're like, oh my God, I'm a sexy bitch. Yeah. It's awesome. It's awesome.
There's some women in that
really
class.
is.
There's some women in that class I would not want to get hit by. Let's put it that way.
But when they first started, you wouldn't have thought that.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
It's crazy how people change, and I love it. I love it.
Yep. Very progress.
That is one of the most rewarding things in life, is to watch somebody else blossom and come out of their shell.
Mm-hmm. Because in the beginning, it doesn't start pretty. That's for sure. I get some people in there and they start crying right away. That I'm like, you are beautiful. You gotta. This is your body. You need to own it. That sort of thing. And they're like, oh my gosh, I've never thought of that. So it's tough. We're hard on ourselves.
Yeah, and it's
something else is if for women, if whoever you're interested in is not receptive to you when you aren't in shape, then you can use that as your motivation, as a part of your motivation, and just to be able to say, look at me now. Don't you wish you'd been interested whenever I was struggling?
Right.
Yeah.
Well, and you tell them, I may be overweight, but you're ugly. So
I
can lose the weight. You can't
fix that.
Right? Like, okay, this is fixable. Yours isn't, right?
Yeah, and those are all results of doing it. But it eventually, after you're doing this for a while, it becomes automatic and it becomes a lifestyle, and that's where people have to get to.
Yep. Yep. And you have
Yeah.
to forget that you're watching the scale and that sort of thing, like I say. And that's what happened with me. To start, I saw a picture of myself and I was like, what the, oh my God, I'm huge. So then, I started going to the gym and forgot that that's what it was about, that picture. And then a few months later, I go back and see another picture. I'm like, damn, look what I did. Huge difference. And you just have to forget for a little bit because it takes time and you have to enjoy it. And I think that's where we lose people, and that's where the magic is too. So
yeah, once you get into it, you start to develop your own guilt complex for not doing it.
right. And if I don't work out and if I don't stretch, I feel like everything's kind of closing in.
Mm-hmm.
Like my whole body is just kind of getting tighter, and I just can't move as much. And once I stretch, I go to the gym and talk to some people. I have a good time. I work out. I sweat. I feel great. I leave feeling 10 times better. You just gotta suck it up, start working,
And drink some coffee.
Yeah, drink some coffee.
Yeah. And eat peanut butter cookies. I ate that whole box.
Well, when you're working out, my theory is if you're working out enough and you're burning enough calories, you should be able to eat what you want.
Oh, yeah. I'll pay for that tonight, I'm sure, in class.
If I'm working my ass off every day, I'm doing spin classes and blah, 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 and I'm proving to myself that I deserve to eat cookies, I'm going to eat the damn cookies. Come on. You got to be realistic.
Oh, that is another place where women really are hard on themselves.
Yeah, it's
the
terrible.
Whole diet thing.
Yeah, and you know what? It's not going to last. I mean, every single.
Not healthy.
Yeah, just burn calories. Just burn calories. Just keep moving. Don't sit all day. Just burn, burn. And then get up and walk while you're on the phone, or, don't sit all day. It's that movement all day, and you get your heart rate up to where you're burning calories even when you're sitting. Not a lot, but you just get your metabolism up. Just move. I think that helps a ton.
Great advice.
Definitely not. Don't deprive yourself of
right.
things.
Right. I mean, God,
It
give
is
yourself the
not
chocolate at the end of the day. Yeah. I mean, come on. Like, if you're starving yourself, you're not going to do it forever. If you're not enjoying it, you're not going to do it. So, or find food that's healthy that you like.
Speaking of nutrition, I brought up that book yesterday on the show to Melissa. I talked to you about it too, Anna, that Eat Right for Your Blood type book.
Mm-hmm.
Remember that?
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a fascinating book. I think you both, I'm not telling you what to do, but I think it's very educational and makes you think different because most people eat with their eyeballs or their stomach. And I don't do that. And then they don't know what to eat. And Melissa and I were talking about this yesterday. I eat instinctually. Whatever my body's craving, kind of like when I'm thirsty, I'll drink water. I won't, because that's what I want. It's not a beer. I don't want a beer. I don't want a glass of milk. I want water because I'm fucking thirsty. And then if I'm eating and I'm starving for carbs, then I'll eat something with carbs. If I'm looking for protein, I'll eat a steak. But I don't think most people eat that way, and they don't know how to eat. And if you quit eating with your eyeballs in your stomach and fuck the scale and throw it in the garbage and start using your clothes in the mirror, I think you'd be a lot better off, and I think you'll be much happier. You won't have as many mood swings, and you won't get depressed when you stand in front of the mirror because you're listening to your body.
Right. Right. And don't sit there and just eat them because you're bored. Don't eat things because you're bored,
I just did, though. I smashed a whole box of cookies.
No, you enjoyed it. Okay.
Yes, I did. I'm going to get a sugar.
And don't eat the whole box, for crying out loud.
I know I did. They were good, though.
Oh, believe me. I know.
But that's okay.
See, so now you already know he ate the whole box of cookies?
Yep.
So next time he comes in for his workout, he has to do double time.
Yep.
And I want to see it.
Okay. Yeah, putting it up there. Yeah. Heck yeah.
Hell, I'll bring a box of cookies to class.
And I will eat them.
See, there you go. See, energy afterward. Oh yeah, I couldn't eat those before. I'd puke everywhere. I made one mistake last week. Was it last week? I ate before I went to class. What a huge mistake. What a huge mistake.
Yeah. Well, it wasn't that way for me for a long time until, I don't know if it's an age thing or what, but just recently it's like, no, I'm not going to eat before I work out. I mean, that'll get to you. That'll come back and haunt you.
Well, you're taking all that energy that you should be using for digesting, and then your body can't digest the food because you're kicking your ass in class. So I can't do two things at once. So
And you don't want your trainer to see you puke up hot dogs.
ew.
Yell at you.
Oh, God, no.
They'll be like, "You ate this?"
I'll just puke in front of Mike and blame it on him.
There you go. Yeah, that's what we do. That's the theory.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, I gotta get my kids. Oh, go ahead.
Oh, you do? Okay.
No. Wait, what were you gonna say? You always what?
Oh, I was taught many, many moons ago that it's actually better to eat shortly after you work out.
You want to
because
get
your metabolism is pumping.
Right. That's why I like working out early in the morning. Then you burn more for the rest of the day because you already got your heart rate up and you're nice and hot and that sort of thing. But I mean, within 30 minutes, if you're trying to get stronger and build muscle, you need to get some protein in your body within 30 minutes of working out.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. I've never heard it put that way.
Yeah, that's true.
But
I read
that
it.
does make sense.
Yeah, protein will help build those muscles because you tear muscles when you lift, right? Your muscles are stretching and tearing and working. So the protein puts those nutrients back into the muscles and helps them get bigger and stronger faster versus your body having to use different things within itself to build those muscles. Mm-hmm. The human body is freaking amazing. I've learned so much about the body that I'm like, wow, we are so cool and we mistreat it so bad. But it's pretty fun to learn too. So
all right, we gotta go. You gotta get Bella to school.
yes, gotta get my kid to school. I'm still in Longmont, man. I gotta
Oh geez.
drive. No fun.
Gotta drive to law. Oh, that's right. You didn't go to
She's not gonna
class.
Yeah.
Whoops.
So, well, great. Yeah, Melissa, you keep in touch with me. Tim, I know where Tim's at.
Yep. You know where to find me.
Yep.
I'll get your contact information from Tim.
Okay. Great. Well, I'm going to get going.
Okay.
Do you need anything else from me?
Nope, that's it. Thank you very much for your time. I appreciate it.
All right. Thank you. Great to meet you, Melissa. I look forward to hearing more from you.
Nice to meet you too.
All right.
And you have a great day.
Thank you. You too. Bye-bye.
Whoa. So what'd you think?
Are we there?
Yeah, I'm here.
That was awesome.
Yeah, did you like that?
Her.
Well, I'm being
I
irritating.
want to have her on fairly regularly.
We can have her on once a month. I don't think she would mind that at all.
Just to do a little update on nutrition and tips and things like that.
I think everybody should. I think everybody should just have. The thing about it is that people get into it and then they really get into it and then they get addicted to it and then they get obsessed with it, and then when you get past that and you back off a little bit and you just make it a normal part of your day, that's when it's cool and it becomes routine. It's not a chore.
Yeah.
So, but yeah, she's a firecracker, man. I saw the comments in the chat room. I'm just gonna explain myself. I wasn't bored. I was pissed because her phone still kept chopping up and I didn't want to say anything because then that distracts the flow of the conversation, but it's irritating to hear that. I'm going to ask her if she was walking around or whatever she was doing because that sounds like a Bluetooth issue, but that was definitely a cellular issue. She's probably walking around. She can't sit still. So.
Yeah, I just happened to look up right as you had your head back.
No, because I was getting pissed, and that's how I vent my anger. I breathe and I just relax instead of getting, that's like my Wusa moment, like from Bad Boys, and I'm just like, I'm very determined to have this show at least sound technically in audio as best as it can. I mean, fuck the content. I don't care about that. I care about at least somebody can listen to this without being irritated. And if you're hearing, this, or it's like, fuck you, I ain't listening to this. This is irritating. So, but like Pamela said, this is a learning curve. This is the very first time I've done a 3-way call, except when I was on Blog Talk Radio, they had a whole phone bank. I could have talked to 50 people at once, but we don't have that. And I don't want it. Blog Talk Radio's bandwidth sucks. It sounds like you're on AM radio. I'll never go back there. But that's really the only thing that's missing is the capability of taking phone calls. I mean, hell, I'm lucky I can take one call. I figured that out. And I just figured out 2 calls, which is, you don't want more than 2 people in a conversation anyway. It just gets weird. So, or I should say 3.
We'll get.
Go ahead.
We'll get you set up on the Zoom, and that way we can actually do multiple callers at once. And so, like, we could have a guest on as well as somebody else calling in.
Yeah, that'd be great, because that was me showing my. See, that's how I show my anger and my stress. I chill. It's like I just sit back, just like, Tim, deal with it. It ain't a big deal, but it is a big deal. But I can't say nothing because I don't want to interrupt you guys. And it's like, fuck. So I just sat back and let it go its course. But I thought, of course, it's my show, but I thought it was a pretty good interview. I mean, I know, and you girls talk like I thought you were going to, and that's what I wanted you to do, because from your perspective, you know, I'm not a woman, I'm a man, and I know, and you two connected right away, and you would talk about women stuff, because I don't know what to say about that. So.
Well, yeah.
Yeah. How could
and
I?
That's why I'd like to have her on. That's why I'd like to have her on more often, and so that way we can explore different topics.
Well, I'm going to share something, and you got into the business part a little bit, and some people that haven't done it and are like, oh, I don't want to hear this crap. You know, you're rich, you make money, you're a business owner. Shut up. You're the boss. It's like, you know, you got to get that mindset out of your head, and the only way you're going to do that is by trying to or starting your own business, and you're going to see a whole. It's kind of like when you're growing up as a kid and your parents suck until you become a parent and you go, you know what? Wow, now I know what you were talking about. It's like that type of thing. Right?
I missed part of what you just said.
Why?
It kind of, being on the phone versus like me calling in on the other number.
Yeah.
Your voice is really soft for me.
Really?
Yeah. It's kind of weird.
Huh. Okay. Well, whatever. I was just saying business stuff. So, but she's really come a long way, and it's going to be a year in August when she has her year anniversary, and she's just seeing all these challenges and all these things coming at you sideways that you don't see coming when you're trying to grow and sustain a business. Hello?
You there?
Yeah, I'm here.
Oh, okay, there you are. You faded out. Sorry.
All right, well, forget it. The technical stuff's been aggravating me anyway. So, and it's what, 7?
Now I should hear you.
Oh, you know why? I moved the phone. Maybe because the cellular signal was goofy. I was moving it around because of Anna breaking up, and I wanted to make sure it wasn't on my end.
I was doing the same.
Yeah. So I was just saying business stuff and how challenging it is, and the things that she's learning, and people's attitudes when you're a business owner and how they look at you. You know, they kind of discriminate against you.
Well, they really do, and it's hard. And being that she's only been in business for a year,
mm-hmm.
I mean, that's huge that she is where she's at. So she's actually done really well.
Yeah, actually, it's 6 months. So she's only been in business for 6 months. Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah. Since August. Yeah.
More power to her, man.
Yep. Yeah, but she's
taking ass and taking names.
She's seeing a lot of things, and I've shared some stuff with her with me, and I know she doesn't. She looks at me like, yeah, whatever. And sure as shit, a few months later, it happens. I'm like, you know, you're gonna have things coming at you sideways, but you can't give up, and you got to stay focused on this business because you really got one shot at it. So, and on top of that, then doing what you're doing, because having a business is doing what you do for somebody else, but then you got all the responsibilities of being a business owner, and that's the things people don't see. So.
No, people don't realize just how much really goes into starting a business.
Oh my
and
God.
Making it successful.
Yeah, you don't have a minute to yourself.
They have no freaking clue.
You don't have a minute to yourself, and then if you do get any sleep, you sleep and dream and think about work. So you really never get away from it. So.
Oh no, you don't.
Nope. But people don't.
I know that scenario.
Yeah, but people don't. People People don't. It's probably like having a kid that's in trouble all the time, and you got to deal with that in your waking moments, and then you're sleeping and you're worried about your kid getting in trouble again. You know, I mean, that's the best analogy I could use. It just never goes away.
Yeah.
So.
No, it doesn't.
And then you hear.
And I'm really proud of her for
yeah.
doing what she has already done in 6 months.
Well, I'm not going to let her fail.
That's amazing.
I'm not going to let her fail, but she's making some mistakes, and I'm not saying anything about them because you have to make the mistakes to learn, and then I'll say something. But I'm watching, and I'm trying to guide her and oversee what she's doing because, you know, she doesn't know what she's doing, and how could she? So.
Well, yeah, that's part of why I do what I do.
Mm-hmm.
Is because most business owners don't realize what they're getting into.
No, you
and
couldn't. Yeah.
Having somebody to support you and with all that other stuff allows you to focus on what you're doing, what your actual goal is. You know, doing what you do for others.
Mm-hmm.
So, I'm amazed with how.
Oops. Did I lose you? That sounded like a battery.
No, my alarm went off again.
Oh. I was going to say it sounded like a battery dropped out. So. All right, well,
I'm on my other phone.
Yeah, well, just so you know, that phone sucks because that mic's really bad.
I know it does.
But that's okay.
I know it does.
Yeah, but you know what? This was all just a beta test, and we got through it. I mean, I just don't know why you guys couldn't hear each other. It's weird. Yeah.
I don't know either, but like I said, we'll get you set up on the Zoom, and with the Zoom, once I get a cam on here, I can actually go on cam too. I've actually had people ask me why I'm never on cam.
Yeah, I think
everybody else is except for me.
I know. I think Alicia, is it Alicia or Alyssa?
Alicia.
Yeah, she was on there last night with that Zoom thing with that doctor she talks to. I was watching her.
Yeah,
it's pretty cool.
And speaking of, did you watch Healthy Bunks last night?
I don't know is that her show?
No, he's Dr. Kosher is on Thursday nights after Ron, so he starts at 8:00 Mountain Standard.
Okay.
You need to watch that show, man. Oh wow, it was over the top last night.
I saw it was with the two girls. Was Alicia on her?
No.
Okay.
His normal partner, his co-host is Allie.
Okay.
And they had a special guest last night, and that show went over the frickin' top.
I was watching it.
It was awesome.
It was the two black girls, right? I mean, African American, right?
Yeah.
Oh yeah. No, I heard the penis comments and this and that and the insults flying around and pretty much calling him a liar and killing people. I saw that. I actually saw that part. It's when I tuned in. I'm like, whoa. I go, he's gonna hang up.
Oh.
I thought for sure he was gonna hang up.
Oh no.
That was crazy.
Well, the show is satire, so.
Oh, it's sad. Oh, that should be explained because I'm like, you know what? Is he a real doctor?
Oh no.
Okay. All right. Because I was going to say, there's no way in hell a licensed medical doctor was going to behave like that, let alone his behavior was okay. But what he was saying was, wow. See, I didn't know that.
Totally not.
So I'm watching a TV show.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay. Now that put it up because I'm like, wait a minute. This is bullshit. This isn't real.
Okay, so think about his name. His name is Dr. Clausen Kosher.
Okay.
Think pickle.
Okay.
Clausen pickles.
Mm-hmm.
Clausen Kosher pickles.
Got it. Got it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was.
Yeah, no, that show, and it cracks me up that people don't realize it's satire. And I always try to put something on there that, hey, guys, this is satire. And because they don't realize it's satire. Even Red, the first time she listened, she was just like, who is this and why is he on our network?
Right. I knew it wasn't real, but I was still trying to keep open-minded. It's like, wow, this doctor's got a lot of balls, and he ain't going to have his medical license very long, much longer if he keeps it up. And yeah, so now it makes perfect sense. Now it makes perfect sense. Okay.
Yeah.
Well, I'll watch more.
We had people in our chat just rolling.
Yeah, no, it was entertaining, but only if you know it's satire and you're watching, non-reality, entertainment. So it's like, wow.
Right.
So now I really get it because
I do think I forgot to put it in the YouTube description that it was actually satire. I may have forgotten to put it there.
Yeah, that would help because right away I'm like, whoa, this is like really, really, really out there for a doctor. So I'm like,
oh yeah,
yeah, but see now I get it. You're getting see that's a little bit like this show, although this show's real, but there's satire and there's like little hidden things in there. You're getting your point across through satire, so that's perfect. I love it. Yeah, I love it.
Oh yeah.
Funnier than shit.
I hope they have that gal back because she was hilarious.
Oh, I know. She was tearing him a new ass. It was so funny. Oh my God.
She was.
I'm like, whoa.
Oh, I have not. That was the first time I've ever seen him get his ass handed to him that way. That was awesome.
Yeah, no, like I said, he's hanging up. He's hanging up. Nobody should take that abuse. But he plays a doctor so well because he didn't let his emotions get to it and he just responded. But he responded with some things. But when he did that dick thing, pointing his finger in the picture behind him or whatever and stroking it or whatever he was, I'm like, what? I saw it. I saw that part. That's weird.
When he was talking about Merck.
Yeah, the
going
vaccinations
bald from the flu shot.
Yeah, and how much money that woman made, and she's a hot bitch, and he had the hots for her. I saw that. I'm like, whoa, this is a doctor.
Did you catch when he said he had bitch titties?
Yes,
boobies?
That's about right after that. I turned it off. I go, okay, this is really, really out there. But yeah, I did see that part. So.
Oh, it got better after that too.
Yeah, I couldn't. Thank you, Pamela. I couldn't determine what was really going on, and I'm like, it was surreal. I go, this can't be real. So I actually went to bed and thought about it. And I'm like, damn, the owner of a network's talking like that to a licensed medical doctor, and the medical doctor is acting and talking like that back to her. And then you got the sidekick over there who just keeps tearing him a new ass, and I'm like, this can't. Is this real? Is this really? They fooled me. That's pretty hard to do, but now you explained it.
It cracks me up. Yeah, he's got a Facebook page for Dr. Clausen, and it's the people. It is so funny. He has people from both sides attacking him.
Oh, that poor guy. I bet he does. Well, that's funnier than fuck because that's actually genius, to be honest with you, because you can't have all these doctors in there and all these doctors protect each other. In order to prosecute him, you have to have another doctor testify against the other doctor. So nobody's going to do that and blah, 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 blah. So you know what? Fuck all you guys. Let's just play pretend, have a play doctor, and let's just kick the shit out of him and say all this shit that we want to say, which is basically the truth and facts, and let him defend himself. It's great, actually. It's genius. I love it. Yeah. Now that I know what's going on. Yeah, it's great. It's funnier than shit now. But somebody that doesn't
go back and actually watch the whole thing.
Oh yeah, but somebody that doesn't know what's going on, it's like, wait a minute, there's no way. Is it? I mean, really? Does this doctor have that much balls to come out here from the medical field and say this, let alone get talked to like that? Like, oh man.
And he keeps a straight face through it.
No, I know he's a good actor. I'm saying whoever that guy is, I mean, he plays the part well, very well.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's funnier than shit. It is. Now that I'm thinking about it and what's going through I'm going to watch it again, like you just said, because I was in the mind frame of, oh my God, this poor doctor, and he's defending vaccinations and they work and they'd never killed any kids and all this shit. And I'm like, what? I'm like, no, this can't be real. This can't be real. Great. Awesome. Genius. Wonderful. People should watch it. All right. Well, it's what, 7:30? 7:38? Wow. I'm going to have to go.
Something like that, yeah.
Yeah. Well, I think the time flew with her. That was good. I just wish she's so energetic, and so her mouth is ahead of her head, before she speaks, which is fine.
Mm-hmm.
But I want her to get a little bit more into how to get people motivated, regardless of gender, just to get out of their house or stay in their house, turn on YouTube, whatever, and just get into some kind of exercise program, and
do something. Yeah, do something. Whether it's in your house or in a gym.
Right.
Or just walking.
Right.
Even just something as simple as walking.
Right. Well, we'll have her on again. We can't cover everything in one subject, but I want her to talk about her boxing fitness, because it's everybody, when you say boxing, they're like, oh, you're in a ring beating hell out of each other. No, there's no physical contact. The only contact there is when one person has mitts and the other person hits them as targets. It's kind of like martial arts, and you hit the targets, and that's it. But other than that, there's no contact. We don't beat the hell out of each other. And it's some yoga stuff.
But you learned some incredible skills.
Oh, absolutely. In the past year, I've learned so much that it's crazy. It's become second nature to me. So, tons of fun. And I'm sweating like a pig. Well, after like the first, we do what we do. We stretch, this, that, work out, do floor stuff. It's mostly core. And then we start hitting the bags, and we do 2 rounds of 8 or 9 sets of hitting the bags for 30 to 45 seconds to sometimes a minute, and then no more than 15 to 20 seconds break between those sets. So you're doing like 20 sets of all these rounds nonstop, and man, I'm telling you, the sweat's just dripping right off of me. It's crazy. So yeah, it's really good. It's all good. Get your heart going, burns calories. I don't think there's very many other things you can be doing that would burn as much calories in a short amount of time. So.
Oh, right.
But it's all progressive. Everybody has to build up to it. So some people come in green, and it's amazing how they don't even know how to throw one punch. I'm like, oh my God, really?
But I bet, especially with her, I bet they progress really, really fast.
They do. But you can't jump on them right away, because I'm helping her, assisting with things, and that kid, Ethan or Nathan, I think, his form was horrible. But I just let him hit the mitts, and I said, okay, here's what you got to work on. And there's 8 punches, 1 through 8. So you do 1, 2, and then 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. And I would just watch him and let him do what he's doing. I said, okay, we're going to work on your 1, 2, or whatever his weaknesses were, which is his 3, 4. And I said, okay, try this. And the kid's come so far. And then when he sees the results and that, then he gets more confidence and he's happy. And then that's what motivates you, and it keeps you going. So it's amazing. It really is.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah. It's a lot of fun.
Yeah. And I can't even imagine being in her/y'all's position and getting to watch it, you know, and just watching somebody get their body back and or get it for the first time.
Right.
I mean, those are the ones that are even more amazing. It's the ones that have had those problems all their lives. And then they get in a program like that gets them all motivated. And they start shedding those pounds and getting healthier, and they feel better, and their energy levels soar, and it's amazing.
Right. It's all good. But I encourage people to get into some boxing fitness or body pump or P90X or Zumba or all that other shit she brought up, just to get started, because then you can find it all on YouTube. So.
Yeah.
But eventually get yourself into a gym or a club, or like, I don't even know what the hell she calls this. I don't even call it a gym. She calls herself a fitness magician, because I have her card right here. But anyway, whatever. Wherever other people go and they have the same goals as you do, that always brings you up too. So.
Yeah, it really does. And the closer you get to that goal, you can just see the spark in people's eyes.
Exactly. Well, it's like this show too. I mean, yesterday, we had someone complaining, and then 20 minutes later, you shared that nice, wonderful comment that we got. So I'm like,
yeah,
that's like that. Yeah. That really brought me up. It's the same thing. That's very nice. So thank you for the nice comment. Appreciate that. So.
yeah, it was nice to see it.
Yes, it was. And thanks for sharing it with me, because once I'm done with this, I'm gone. I go to work, and then you sent me that text, and it was nice.
Yeah.
Nice to see that. So.
Well, that's why I try to share things with you when I find them.
Well, yeah, I need it too. I need to be motivated. But in the end, I really don't care what people think. But it's nice to know.
Well, yeah, it doesn't matter.
No, I'm not doing this for people.
Yeah, just like we said earlier, other people's opinions really have no bearing on our lives directly.
Not really, but
and everybody's got one.
Right, and that's what this show is actually. It's all mostly opinions, but
right.
I'm talking from experience. I'm not talking. If I haven't experienced it or been through it, I won't share my opinion or my experience, I should say. So, but because what's the point? Opinions are opinions, but. All right, well, I'm going to let you go. It's Friday. It's the weekend, so I don't know if you have any plans, but have a good weekend. And thanks to everybody in the chat room. And thanks to Anna and Pamela. Pamela's the only one. Oh, and then Vagabonds showed up, right? Or Pookie.
Yep, Vagabonds in there, too.
Puka showed up.
He was up till 2 o'clock in the morning last night.
Wow. So he's getting involved. That's cool. So. But yeah, thanks to all you guys. Have a great weekend. Thanks to Anna. Thanks to Melissa. And we'll be back Monday morning at 6 a.m. All right?
Have a great weekend, everybody.
Okay, take care. See you Monday. You have been listening to the original Red Pill Show. Have a great weekend.